When mechanics don't have all the fancy tools, we do what we gotta do.
Today we're reacting to some of the most ingenious and dangerous mechanic videos from some of the most remote places on Earth. First clip. Okay. Look at that. Yeah, straightening up those fins.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Psst, amazing.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah. That's very nice.
My dad's gonna watch this clip, be like, let's start doing this again, you see? I'm like, nope.
It is a lost art, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's all. That's beautiful right there.
That's dope. Yeah, that's cool. I wish we did more of that. But I mean, you don't even see radiators with solid tanks like that anymore.
No,
Everything's
you
got plastic tanks now. Yeah.
They blow up and replace it.
Everything used to be, man, back when they were brass.
That was tight. That was tight.
That's legit radiator repair.
That's actually beautiful right there.
Yeah, very satisfying.
Props.
I'd say 90% of the radiators that have failed that came into my bay were the tanks failing, where they seal up against either the radiator where the plastic meets up against the aluminum, or the plastic tank just cracks altogether. The seam and the plastic are the weak links of the radiator most of the time, and nobody repairs those. So most of the time you are just replacing those.
Old school style, you can repair all the time. It don't matter, like you block those two lines, cop them off like that, boom, solder it through and you're chilling.
They just don't make them like they used to, right? Like that, nobody really makes those anymore.
You won't find these places to repair them like you used to.
Next clip.
Oh yeah.
It's a battery.
We gotta learn something from them. Look at that.
Dang. He's rebuilding batteries.
Yeah. Like a champ. With their
satisfying.
I'm gonna start wearing sandals too. It's like something like more power or more manly or.
Wow.
You know what's funny? Everybody's gonna say you do everything, but I used to do that.
Rebuild batteries?
Yeah, batteries, and I used to solder all the radiators, repair them, and all that, save them.
That's just the culture now, though. Like, you just replace, you don't repair anymore.
You don't repair.
Lead acid batteries have cells in them, and each cell is going to have a positive and negative plate. You're going to have a separator, and then you're going to have an electrolyte. And what happens is we're turning chemical energy into electrical energy, and it is a transfer of electrons from one side to the other. And once one side has emptied out its electrons, it's dead, right? And then when you recharge it, the electrons are coming back to the other side. Over time, you'll start to get a slow crank because you start to build resistive material. Then you end up with less and less current. That's where you start to get slow cranks, dim lights, and all of that. So sometimes batteries will give you some hints as to when they're starting to go bad. Sometimes it just happens like that.
This guy knows what he's doing. They know what they're doing. They're actually selling that probably to you guys. And you guys are like, oh no, this is brand new. Like, no, bro, like somebody repaired it, somebody saved it, somebody brought it back to life.
Super legit. He resealed the battery. I mean, look at the terminals too. The mold, it looks like clean. Yeah.
It's sexy and everything.
Let's let those electrons flow into the next clip.
Let's charge into the next clip.
Oh, that was better. If you find yourself in a situation where you just can't make the engine you're running run, well, sometimes you have to find something else.
Man, what? Is that an axle as a
What now?
He's using a
Is that like
scooter?
a lawnmower engine?
Scooter motor? It's a motorcycle motor, an automatic one. Well, then Jeep sucks because they don't even want to use their own motor. So
you can see we've got like a U-joint that he must have taken off of drive shafts, welded to a CV axle that looks welded to input shaft to the transmission. Very interesting. You know, I'm impressed.
And MacGyver would be impressed.
I think MacGyver would definitely be impressed. MacGyver approved. That thing's probably got 50 horsepower, maybe.
It'll probably be sluggy getting out, though.
10 foot-pounds of torque.
Yeah, sluggy getting out, but once you're going, does it even have brakes? I don't know.
You're not going fast enough to need them.
Let's MacGyver our asses to the next clip.
Pantasan di kalau Jokowi.
Nah.
All right.
Langsung hidup.
Okay. Hey.
Honda. It runs no matter what.
All a switch does is it creates a drawbridge for electrons to flow. In order for an electrical circuit to run, whether that be a motor, a light, anything you want, a heater, I need electron flow and I need pressure pushing those electrons. A switch is simply a drawbridge that's going to close that gap and allow for flow. When I don't want flow, I open the switch.
I've actually done on a Honda Ruckus, I've done the same thing.
With the door lock?
Not with a door lock, but a similar idea. Just like put them together and that's it, and rock and roll. Because I would have just put those two wires together and let's go.
That's what I would have done. I feel like it's a little
It's kind of overkill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need no key.
Those guys are bad.
Let's switch to that next clip. Okay.
You're on your brake lead.
This is actually like not backyard at all.
It's not bad.
Well, here's the thing. Over time, what does happen to rotors is they get a real shiny finish on them, almost like a mirror, and we call that glazing. Well, the problem is you're going to lose stopping power because what allows you to stop is friction. The pad against the rotor creating heat. So he's putting that surface finish back in it to make it rough so you have more friction. I approve.
Just change that rotor.
But if you are in a place where you can't get rotors, you're not worried about
bust out the
that.
old welder and weld a new rotor.
It's good. When you can't get a new rotor, this is good. Let's spin into that next clip. Okay.
I see that.
Yeah.
There's actually a Mexico right
There's
there.
like a Volkswagen in the back here. Yeah.
There's like one of my uncles.
I'm impressed. You know, he like just with his chest and
With those
pushed it
those
up.
two little bolts and it's
homie
under.
benches. Like,
Yeah, but that's typical. You seen that? I seen that a lot.
this is the common practice for Volkswagens and Porsches because it's much easier to go from underneath. The only thing that might be hard, since he doesn't have anything holding the engine up, is to like hold it in place while you're putting your motor mount bolts in. I mean, this is not his first rodeo, so maybe he's holding it up with his chest while he's doing it. I don't know.
Or his face.
I approve.
That's why they used to jack your Volkswagen motors so fast. 20 minutes and the whole car was pulled apart.
I can't mention Volkswagen motor. That's my new goal though.
Imagine her all swelled up, like walking around like, it's me, Angie. Step aside.
You can call me Angelo.
Let's bug into the next clip.
Putting an engine in a car is one thing, but taking it out, that's a different beast altogether. Let's take a look. Okay.
Now that
Damn.
motherfucker swollen. Hell no.
Yeah, talk about like a deadlift sumo squat.
Wow.
Bro,
the
whole
arms.
long block. That's heavier than the Volkswagen, for sure.
Hell yeah. Where are you taking
Dude,
it to?
this
Where are you walking?
guy.
No, that's a
Okay,
flex.
That's a full flex.
That's a full flex.
That's a full flex. I am very impressed.
Somebody bring me a motor.
Homie works out.
Somebody bring me a motor. Let me do this.
I can do this.
I got this. I'm gonna be like this, like, check it out, guys. You guys didn't see that?
The way somebody like me would have to do this. I have to use what they call a cherry picker. You use a hydraulic mechanism to lift it up.
It's one athletic. Boom.
Let's take a look at that next clip.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
a little sexy. So right there, look at that.
Okay. Hey! Oh, wow.
Oh, punch that motherfucker there. Bang.
I just took it out on it.
That's a stress relief.
No, Mom, I won't clean my room.
Yeah.
Now.
So a 19.5 will be like this. Like, it won't be like this flat. It'll be like this, tapered, like that. So when you throw that tire in, it'll slide in there smoothly. And then this side too will slide in there smoothly. And that's why you could be able to pop it in really fast because there's no actual lip like this. It's not a bad way he's doing it. He's actually doing it pretty tight.
Like utilizing the weight of the wheel to...
Yeah, that's actually probably like a tire shop, so he's doing it the right way. It just, they're putting that foot to work. I could do that if you guys want me to. Oh, he up a little. Where's Sandro going?
Let's pop into that next clip. Look at that, yeah. That's neat. Are those built into those like that?
Yeah.
That's cool.
They're built into them, so like that they like.
They can
they
shift
can
it
maneuver,
over.
yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Because sometimes they're stuck in certain places.
Or
and
if you
they're-
need to park it in like if you're like
You suck at driving.
yeah maybe yeah.
Well, yeah, that's proper. That's you see that a lot. They put those little shocks in the back. Well, not little. It's a strong ass shock, so they can move the back end of it.
That's cool that it's pivoted like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty handy.
Because you can move it to the other side and it'll do the same thing. I've seen them in Salvador. I've seen them in Mexico. I've seen them other places. But you won't see that here because they'll with the payment.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see
that
that.
probably makes sense.
You don't see that because they don't care.
They don't care.
Let's go to the next clip.
Okay, we're on a lathe. Whoa. It's cutting a groove.
They have a lathe. I don't even have a lathe.
No, right? That's pretty.
That's a bad lathe too, though. Hey, you're talking about measurements.
He was. Yeah, he got the little caliper out.
With sandals on the whole time and the thumbs up at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like a Mentos commercial, like Fresh Make.
Fresh maker. He was adapting like a whole like
Rear
wheel
end.
assembly onto a rear diff.
It broke and he's welded it back together.
That was like a
First-
legit. That
yeah.
was pretty legit.
Look at the welds.
Yeah.
Solid.
I'm impressed, man.
In those places, it's more simple for them to repair, like in the form of cut it off and put a new piece on. They replace it
Yeah.
because obviously, where are you gonna get the part from?
Right. That's a pretty heavy duty lathe too. You don't see a lot of those around.
Earthquake.
Well, that's fun. How rude.
Take two.
It might look backyard, but I feel like it's
Yeah.
not. It's definitely not. Like
That's-
that's a legit.
That's top tier shop right there. Can I get a next clip?
Ah! Dude, he's getting real intimate with that trans right there.
Excuse me? Say that again?
Let's turn on the Barry Manilow or Barry White. Okay, well, I don't see him actually shifting though.
Is he just fingering it?
Yeah.
He's
Why is he
having-
smiling like that too? I've never tried to shift
He's just having
something
fun.
with
He's just having
with my
fun.
finger, so I don't know if that's possible or not. I will say you would have to put in some serious effort because you lost all the leverage of your shifter.
He's not shifting.
It's very weird.
It's automatic.
And the smile on his face.
Yes, gross.
You're creeping Sandro out, man.
Yeah, look at that fool.
Look
Just
at that.
staring at me. Don't be looking at me.
So he's making eye contact
Don't
with you.
make eye contact with me.
Let's shift into that next clip. Okay. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Hell
wow. Look
Hell
at
yeah.
that.
I've done that. I've done that. Sorry for whoever I did it for, but I've done that. It works.
Okay.
It works.
Okay. So I will say, as much props as I give him. Whoa. Hold on here. Okay. As much props as I give him for making his own patch and doing some stitch work, that stitch work was top notch right there. You're not really ever supposed to do tire repair to the sidewall,
So
but
you're-
he did stitch it.
Okay, so you're privileged?
You're right. I'm talking from privilege right
There you
now.
go.
Maybe he can't get a
There
tire
you go.
patch.
There you
Maybe he can't
go.
get another tire.
So what you do, you don't, maybe not as tight as that. A couple times you just go 3, like 1, 2, 3, just so it doesn't open up.
Right, yeah.
So what he's doing in the back, he's sealing it too with tar.
yeah.
So like that, it doesn't open up
That
the
part's,
stitches.
yeah.
You don't want it to grow a bubble.
Yeah.
Then he heats it up. It works.
Personally, I probably, I'd say it's kosher, but I wouldn't do it, like I said, from a liability standpoint. I'm not trying to get sued.
Yeah, she's looking at like corporate. So yeah, like that fool stumps. I would do it.
Yeah, especially if you're not, you're not in a place of privilege where you can get tires just readily available. Yeah.
Angelina.
Let's roll into that next clip.
They're right there.
We got a blueprint.
This was bad. I'm pretty sure. Hell yeah, he's bad.
What was that? That was interesting editing.
He's
What are
make-
they doing?
making-
Oh, like a prototype.
No, it's a fun car. They're gonna drive.
They're
it.
making it out of clay.
They're driving that car, bet you. Look at the stands. You see the stands?
Oh, no. They made the mold out of clay and then they fiberglass underneath it? Is that what that looked like? Yeah. That makes, okay.
And they're putting a Toyota motor in there. Chassis all done up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn. Wow. Look at that.
Is that a Bugatti?
It looks like, yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah. And this is how Bugattis are made.
That's why you guys pay so.
That's why you pay so much money. Damn, flexing. Look at that.
Little Nikes on and everything. Are those made out of clay?
I'm impressed.
I need sandals.
I don't think I want to get into an accident in that car, but I'm very impressed. It looks very nice.
Where's the airbags?
Yeah, with definitely not safe.
I've never built a kit car, but I've registered kit cars. So yeah, you can get away with a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
because that's true. Because I mean, they're not asking for proof of safety features. So
as long as your windshield's like, big.
right,
You
yeah.
have belts.
You have enough visibility.
Mechanically, you chose the right tool. Toyota motor.
Yeah, definitely. Very versatile,
Yeah.
cheap.
The frame looked kind of sketchy, but I guess at this
Definitely.
point, who cares, right?
This guy's pulling.
I heard
People
what
left
you were
and right.
saying. I heard what you were saying.
Leave some for the rest of us, man. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I really give props to all the third world countries.
I do. Lots of
Straight up.
props.
They
Yeah.
have more stuff than we do.
The creativity, ingenuity, top notch.
They're bad.
If you want to see real mechanics react to sketchy JB Weld repairs, click right here. Or right there
Father
What?
advice, get a lathe in your house.
in your house, in the kitchen.
Yeah.